right now, like there are these exoplanets out there that there's a couple. They found like 5,000 of these planets that are called exoplanets that are in what are called the Goldilocks zone. So it's the perfect universal conditions, at least as far as we know it, that in theory they could have liquid water. They could support life. These planets. There's like 5,000, and many of them actually, like Earth, we're barely into the Goldilocks zone. We're barely habitable. But they found like 5,000 in this little. They've only begun looking too, that in theory could support life. They're too far away for us to get to. But no matter what, if there's life, it's happening right now. We just can't. We don't know about it. And so, I'm thinking to myself, forget the time and space, issue of like maybe time's different at certain distances. Just imagine right now, whether or not we know it, there is potentially other life on those exoplanets right now. Maybe they have cities, maybe they have stuff better than ours, but it exists or it doesn't exist. But there is an answer, but we don't have access to that information. And so I've always been fascinated by stories that force you to confront the limits of human understanding, like the Yuba County Five. There is an answer for that, but we don't have the information. There may or may not be life on exoplanets, but we don't have access to the information. But there is an answer. And I love stories that make you think about that.
You're so much smarter than Bert. It's so fun to talk to you. Yeah, there is an answer, and that is the thing that like the other one, like the types of stories too that always like you had another one about this. It was a family where it was like a man, his wife, and maybe one or two children, but the wife and the children went away for the weekend.
Oh yeah,
because he wanted to watch the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
and when they got home, like the VCR was still recording, and the kitchen still had like food like ready to eat, like a sandwich was like ready to go, and they were like, oh, he must be, he must have run out or something. This is strange, but he clearly was like just here.
Yep.
And then he just never appears, and the way that the story unfolds of like a body being, I think it was a body was found
in California. I
yes,
think it was
like
thousands of miles away.
And then DNA was used to confirm, I believe, right? Wasn't it the DNA confirmed?
I do know. I think they confirmed that this is an older one.
Yeah.
That he was found thousands of miles away, like walking on the side of the highway.
On the side of the highway. But like those things, so this guy, he died.
Yeah.
But those stories where you're like, wait a minute, what's the fucking story? Is like the thing, right? Where you go, yeah, but there has to be some explanation for how and why he ended up here. I mean, it almost feels like one of those, like when the person decides like, I'm faking my death today,
oh, yeah.
Like those stories where you're like, oh my God, because I don't know, we'll never actually really know.
I know
what happened to that guy,
which is very frustrating.
Yeah. By the way, when you look at the space stuff, do you ever go to like the NASA IG and just look at the comments for anything they post? All of them are like, why lie? Like it'll be like a photo. They're like, hey, we just got this image from and they're like, why lie? This AI. Why you guys?
Nobody buys it.
Not one.
Nobody buys it.
And you're
dude.
like, wait, God damn! Like most of the population is like, this is bullshit. Like,
dude,
like,
it's crazy.
Hey, we have a photo of Jupiter's moon. Bullshit. And you're like,
why lie?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I want to believe it's real. I do. But yeah, no, I love. Here it is.
Is that Katy Perry? Good Photoshop.
Sure. Is that Katy Perry?
Yeah. You know my favorite one? Because there's a lot of morons, obviously. My favorite is when there's any image of the moon and people go, where's the flag? Like as if the moon is a football field.
It's very small.
And like you would know, you could see it all. It's like, it's equivalent of somebody showing a photo of Earth and you being like, yeah, there's my house. Like, no, you're not going to fucking see the whole thing, dude. Like, where's the flag?
Obviously fake.
Jesus Christ. Some good green screen, y'all. Just fucking insane.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody buys any of it. That's great. That's so crazy.
I mean, you can kind of see it with like
filmed at night in Arizona. AI NASA.
I mean, maybe it's all a big ruse.
Sure.
It's a hell of a ruse.
Yeah, my favorite part about that ruse is the amount of people participating.
It's one of the best coordinated ruses in the history
You
of mankind.
realize 7 people can't agree on an appetizer, but all of a sudden we have fucking 40,000 people going like, yeah, we'll all keep this secret. It's cool. Yeah. I wish I was that just blissfully dumb. Just go along with it.
What do you think about the Katy Perry, the 5 who went to space? Is that real?
Did they go up there?
Yeah.
They don't even, but like,
That's the one that everyone's saying is fake.
that's not
which is
fake.
not the moon.
What are you talking about?
It's like it's because it's like, oh, we're just gonna trash these 5 people, so let's call it fake.
And also the part that they get into like disagreements are like, what's space, right? So how high up? Sure, I know they didn't go as far as our astronauts go. It's basically a trip that a really wealthy person can go extra high in a plane,
Real high.
Yeah, they didn't go to the outermost depths of space.
Fucking Pluto.
I get it, but people are saying. I mean, I saw this guy who's like, his whole channel on Instagram is like, everything that he shows, he's like, it's a hologram. You're like, it's not a fucking hologram, dude. He's like, look at the glitch here. And you're like,
hologram.
I don't think you understand how frame rates work on cameras, but that's an actual rocket going up and down. Yeah, I think they took their trip.
Yeah. They just got dunked on. I mean, that's what's happening here. It's like,
well, you also know that no one was ever going to really be celebrate this.
Yes, these 5.
Are just $250,000 a ticket if you want to do this.
That's insane.
It reminds me of like when the COVID celebrities did Imagine All the, and everyone was like, the fuck? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about these 5. And they were making it seem like these were like 5 researchers that finally got their
this
shot.
is for humanity.
Yeah, no. It's just 5 rich people, basically.
That's all it is.
Who got to go up and do this.
Yeah, I think that's the main gripe, is this is not for humanity. This is a rich person's vacation.
And I like that they did what universities do when they do their pamphlets, where they're like, make sure we get an Asian, a couple blacks. Nice. We want people to know that we do it. Everybody's welcome.
Well, it's for humanity.
Yeah. And
You
they're
know?
like, okay, yeah.
So that didn't go over too well.
No. And they have to also like they have to look hot while they're doing
I think
it.
that's a key to being an astronaut is you have to look really attractive.
Make sure it's a form-fitting suit that shows off your like Lauren's is clearly bespoke. Like it fits her so well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't. She didn't just pick that one up. They measured her and they're like, yeah,
hey,
no,
it's
we
part
got
of the
it.
deal.
Yeah, I don't know. It's oh, it even says this. Look, it's a successor to Imagine video. That's what it says in the caption there. Which is that's what it reminds me of.
Nice.
Like it's exactly that. It's like
you hit it. You
completely
felt the vibe.
out of touch, inaccessible, unrelatable thing. Yeah.
You love to see it.
Aren't you happy for us? No, no one is.
No one is.
Nobody's happy for you.
Yeah.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.